see how many bicycles there are everywhere. This square is called Spui.
They got a big knife.
And this was around us. All of them later on. The canals were dug out in a semi-circular form. Exactly 400 years ago, 1613, they started digging. And it was a city expansion. They needed houses to store these goods. The Amsterdam one is right on the right here. If you want to buy a cup of coffee in Amsterdam, you don't go to the coffee shop. Did you know that? A coffee shop is when you want to buy cannabis. And yes, everybody can do that. You can buy cannabis here in a coffee shop. The city theatre with a red brickstone, it's the city theatre, and here on the right with a yellow brickstone is a very nice hotel. It's called the American Hotel. It was built by an American in the late 19th century. 5-star hotel. There are a couple of 5-star hotels in the city. This is one of the this is one of the smaller canals which communicate the big ones. So the big ones don't on this houseboat because tourists want to know how people live on houseboats. But he turned it in like some money out of it. That's the one coming up here on the left. That's a houseboat museum. After the Second World War, they renovated everything. Now it's a lovely area. to a museum so that people put it together. That's the canal house where she was living with her family and another Jewish family. You see coming up a modern house at the corner. That's the museum, and just next to it is the canal house where she was living. Just a little bit further, number 263. Usually a lot of people are waiting here in line. It takes at least 2 to 3 hours to get into the museum. Oh yes, these are the remains of when we had the 5th of May, Liberation Day, we had the concerts. And these are the remains of the concerts. And here on the left is this is an old nursing home, and it's now the Hermitage Museum. Perhaps you know the famous Hermitage Museum. Fast, a lot of complaints. Who live on the houseboats. Polluted, so they had to clean everything, and now they're broadcasting shows from here. Lots of pop concerts. Where we saw the round building, the gas holder. Nowadays there are lots of pop concerts in this building. The place where the port of Amsterdam was up till the 19th century. And then the ships could sail, the smaller ships could sail all the way up to the city center, which is Dam Square. And back then Amsterdam had an open connection with the sea. But now the only way to reach the port of Amsterdam, is nowadays in the western part of the city. You can only reach Amsterdam nowadays through a canal. But if you look on your right hand side, you can see why they call Amsterdam the Venice of the North. They go visit the ship, the Amsterdam. There are actors on board, and they will show you what life was about in the 17th and 18th century. The windmill. This is one of the highest windmills of the Netherlands. It's called the Gooijen windmill. This was a corn mill. You see here next to it says Brouwerij I. You write IJ. This is a brewery. Coming over a river here. And if you have a look on your left hand side, this is called this is the most photographed bridges of one of the most photographed bridges of Amsterdam. It's called the Skinny Bridge.